It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the San Francisco 49ers and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these are bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Lance now to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down, here's Mitchell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Completes it to Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Murphy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. On the counter, Mitchell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The motion man is Fowler. Another run with Mitchell. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Catch made by Slayton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case,
looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Red, cycle. Go red.
Now Lance. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive they started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And Lambeau will put this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. On the option right is Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Lance. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took it off because of that. There was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On is Josh Lambeau for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Patriots at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
38.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw is Murphy. Throwing on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murphy. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Murphy on 1st and 10. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Murphy from the gun on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
In motion comes the tight end left. Murphy now throwing on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here we go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And Lance going to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Mitchell here. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Murphy. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Pats are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. Not about the return. Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run over center with Mitchell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Operating from the gun, Murphy. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fred Warner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They